The reason why it is difficult for people to sell their property is because they are overpricing their properties. Maybe you have a land you want to sell, you have a house you want to sell, and you are in your mind, it is making you like this land is supposed to cost like this. It's supposed to cost like this. So you come and you give us the job to sell the property for you. And we all can't sell. We all will be suffering. Much as we are selling properties for people. Okay, right now, as I'm telling you, we close deals for people. Oh, we sell people's houses, we sell people lands, and people are buying. But why are they not buying yours? Is it because there's something wrong? No. In most cases, it's because some of you are too strict. In business, where there's a lot of competition and there's a lot of options for buyers, you don't come with strictness. So if you think, say, your property is this amount of money and there's nothing someone will say to change your mind, then Charlie, we all are going to suffer. Trust me, I have run away from some properties. Yes, I just make videos, 1, 2, and I stop advertising those properties because the owners of the properties have overpriced the properties. It's crazy. See, as I'm telling you, we close deals for people. People are buying some people's property that we advertise here because we spoke with the people and the people listen. And then there's this thing you are charging this amount of money. If you do your calculation, you know that it is not up to the amount of money you spend on the property, number one. And number two, you still make profits. So if you are over making the profit, if you are making 100% profit, and it's difficult for people to buy, why won't you reduce it to 70% profit? Why won't you reduce it to 50% profit? And the people listen to us, and then they follow. And within a week or two, we sell their properties for them. But we have some people, no, they won't listen. They won't listen unless they do what they want. So the person will say, I have a land I want to sell. We need money, pound. We need money. You don't need money. When you tell the person who claims that he needs money that, please, this amount of money, the price you are mentioning for this property, reduce it. You say no. I say, you don't need money. Because usually I give them two options. Do you want to sell fast or you want to sell big? Most of them say, no, I want to sell big. But at the same time, I want to sell fast. I said, no, it can't work like that. So I give them two prices. If you want to sell fast, this is the amount of money you should sell. If you want to sell big, this is the amount of money you should sell. But if you want to sell fast within this period of time, within a month or two, then if you put it this price, you'll be able to sell fast. If you want to sell, big, then it's going to take you a long time, which we are not sure when we will definitely be able to sell. So if you need money, then you have to opt for selling quick or selling fast, so that we can sell the property for you. But most people, they won't listen. They won't listen. So we all will be suffering like that. We can't tell you the price you sell of house, but we can advise you. If you listen to the advice, it will do what? It will help you. But most people, they don't want to hear. So we'll go and advertise a property, and then the person will be comparing his property to another person's property. How? There's a property we have advertised for the past 3 or 4 months now. People just call. The number of people who call are not plenty. And then among the few people that call, very few, I can tell you like 10% of the people that call went to view the land. Because the person has overpriced the property. He's comparing his property to a neighbor's property. He's comparing his property to an estate that is closer to his property. How can you be selling your land? It's not in an estate. Then you are comparing it to a land that is in an estate, gated community, that there's structures already, everything there. You are comparing your land that is outside that place to that one. That's because you're all in the same neighborhood. No, it's not the same price. How can you be comparing your property and say that someone has sold this amount of money, therefore me too, I'm selling that amount of money? Is that how we determine the price of property here? No. Someone can get an ignorant person and sell his property to that person because the person doesn't have an idea of how the business works. So he can just sell his property. Okay, this property, I'm selling it $7,000. This property, I'm selling it $9,000. Then because the buyer does not have the market knowledge, the person will buy. So you, the second person or the second seller who has a property somewhere, you also hear that, hey, Mr. A has sold his property, $9,000. Hey, and we are all at the same location. Me too. The property I used to sell $4,000, I'm selling it $9,000 now. Then you call us, come and advertise for me. We'll come and advertise for you. We'll put it $9,000. We'll advertise. We can't sell. You can't sell. Then you are complaining that, why is it that you brought your property first for us to advertise, and we have sold someone who bought his property later, and we sold that one leaving yours? It's because people can't afford yours, because you are overpricing your property. So if you want to sell your property in Ghana, number one, you need to stop overpricing. Stop overpricing your property. Stop looking at some people's property before you use their price to put yours. It is wrong approach of pricing. Number two, try to reduce your price below the market price. If they are selling properties, everyone is selling properties, not just one person. Everyone is selling property, let's say 60,000 in a location. And you bought yours that you wanted to sell, and you want to sell it fast. You see, you're not patient, you want to sell it fast. Then you need to know that you can't sell that 60,000. You need to bring a 50,000, 55,000, or 45,000 and sell fast and grab your money. The deals that I have closed so far, it's because the people understood that they are in competition. The real estate business in Ghana is choked with a lot of properties, land, different place, land by different owners, houses, different properties. People are actually struggling. To some extent, you are even competing with someone who is not even selling what you are selling, or you don't understand. Let's say you are selling a land, 90,000 Ghana cedis. Don't you know that you are competing with someone who is selling a car? Because someone may have 90,000 Ghana cedis, is contemplating whether to buy a car or to buy a house, to buy a land. He's contemplating whether to buy a car or to buy a land. And now you overprice your property, instead of you to know that, oh, you are in competition. You are in competition. If you reduce your property, you bring it down. Someone who is willing to buy a car at 90,000, he can say, oh, because this person is selling his house 70,000, I can buy 70,000 and sell it and get 20,000 Ghana cedi on it later. Profit. You understand? Why? Because you want to sell fast. So you always have to understand that if you want to sell fast here, you need to beat your price down. See, we've closed. There's a lot property I've advertised. It's an uncompleted building. The man, I spoke with him, he reduced the price, we sold it. Do you understand? That's just an example. That is how when we talk to you people and you listen, you'll be able to sell. But if you say no, you will reduce there. Wow. So if this is your first time, kindly subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to press the bell button so that you get notified whenever we post any videos. If you want to buy a land in Ghana, you want to buy a house in Ghana, check in the description of the video. You get my number there, reach me. If you want to book me for consultation, I'm available as well. If you want to book me to help you do due diligence before you buy any land or a house anywhere in Ghana, I'm available as well. If you also want a company to handle your building project, we have a reputable company for that. My name is Imoru Sadat. You're welcome to Business Trends Ghana. Bye.
Subscribe to BTG Talking Business.